You've brought a medical malpractice lawsuit, and now your case is at trial. Your trial is over, and now the jury has the case, and now they're trying to decide on a verdict. It turns out that one of the jurors, in fact, lied to the attorneys during jury selection. Is that sufficient to declare a mistrial? Does that mean that it's going to invalidate whatever decision they come to, that it's going to invalidate the jury's verdict? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney, and the answer is, it certainly could. Now, why do I say that? You see, during jury selection at the very beginning of your trial, we want to pick 6 jurors who have no connection to this case, who tell us that they can be fair, and now we're on a level playing field. We want people who have promised to listen to all the testimony and the evidence to determine whether we are more likely right than wrong that what we are claiming is true. During jury selection, jurors are not hooked up to lie detectors, so we don't truly know whether what they are telling us in response to questions we're asking them is in fact factually true. But now, during this particular case where the jury is now trying to deliberate and decide on a verdict, one of the jurors said, you know what, I lied to the attorneys about that. I don't feel this way, I feel this way. I don't think doctors should be accountable for their actions. In fact, I think they're heroes, no matter what they do. Now, that's certainly going to bias that particular juror and, in fact, may poison and taint the rest of the jury. So now, one of the other jurors sends a note to the court saying, Judge, just want to let you know, one juror has told us that he lied to the attorneys at the beginning of the case. Now that's a problem. It's a significant problem because that could put the entire trial in jeopardy. The judge now has to deal with this issue. You should know that the jurors are supposed to be policing themselves. So if they find that one of the jurors during jury deliberation is not following the judge's legal instructions, they have an obligation to tell the judge about that fact, and then the judge will speak to them. But in this instance, where one of the jurors has clearly said, listen, I lied to the attorneys, I wanted to get onto this jury, I wanted to participate in this trial. Now, you would think that one of the jurors has an obligation to notify the court of this fact. And if they do that, now we have to deal with it. And now the judge will have to talk to that particular juror with the attorneys present to see what it was that he did and said, what the lie was, and whether or not it has now influenced the rest of the jury members. In that instance, the judge may have no choice but to declare a mistrial, which means the entire case has to start all over again. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what can happen in these civil trials involving accident cases and medical malpractice cases and even wrongful death cases here in New York. You know, I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you haven't started a lawsuit yet, but you're seriously contemplating one and you need answers to your legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.